Hey, it's Jack from Alpha Charts with a long view video. Today is October 31st, 2023. Before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security. I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. All right, thank you all for watching the video. This is the long views, which means it is monthly charts. We have a 50-day moving average, which is the blue line, and monthly candles. This is for the big picture direction of the market. All right, plan today would be to go into the US indexes, the sectors, and then also the mega caps, looking with this time frame in mind. Okay, so we'll start with bonds, and you see bonds had this kind of bear flag look, and it has broken down the last 1, 2, 3, 4 months or so, and so far there is no sign of a bottom as of yet. So bonds look like they are moving lower still, which means interest rates are higher. Dow Jones Industrial Average came up to this area, 365-ish, came back around, and just kind of, kind of fell apart the last 3 months, right? A little indecision candle this particular month, but again, no signs yet of anything changing. Again, no giant volume changes or really anything going on there. Here comes the 50-day at 314, so that's something. Looking at IWM, again, there's a lot of busyness on this chart, but let's just try to ignore that stuff. Actually, we shouldn't ignore it, right? So if I can move this stuff around a little bit, basically it's showing that there's a big late stage base here. It came down, it chopped around here for a while, and it is right here at this 162-ish area. And if it breaks this 162, 164, very likely 145, and then even potentially 126, right? Those are big moves. Again, monthly chart, but this is a potential short setup in IWM. Look at the mid caps. Not all that much different. I think this, 397, we'll call it 400 or so area, is a big deal, and mid caps are right there at the 50-month moving average. Here's your Qs. Again, 3 is actually holding up better than a lot of the other ones. And I think your first real test will be this 332-ish area, 335. If it comes down to 335, then that's a big deal, right? You can see, though, the last 3 months have been pretty heavy selling. Same thing for the SPY. Looks very similar. This one just broke down a little bit more, a little bit faster. But we'll see. Maybe that needs a double bottom or something, right? We'll see. We'll take a look. That's still 350. That could be a very important area. I'm actually going to put just a little, undercut 350-ish, whatever. And you can get a nice little double bottom, very similar to what we saw, kind of, not really double bottom in 2009. It was here. It's kind of hard to see on here, but it was, you have this one bottom here, second bottom here. This would be much more pronounced. All right, look in the different sectors. Here's your XLB. Again, not looking great, but it did hold the 50-month. Just a little sideways consolidation. Looking at communications. Again, nice little, you could call this a bull flag, right? If this can break up higher above $670-ish, right, this would just be a bull flag. I'm not saying we could buy it here, but that's something to consider. Here is energy, again, going back to 2008, and you can see how this area has been important. It got back up here, and this past month, it did retrace about 5, almost 6%. Doesn't mean it's dead, but it could come down to 76 to 80-ish area and just be in a sideways movement, right? So we got to keep watching it. If we get a monthly breakout, that would be a big deal. Here's your financials, XLF. This $30 level has been very important. And, you can kind of see how this could be a big problem, right? If we flip this chart inversely, we'd be watching for a breakout here. So we're watching for a breakdown, obviously. XLI, we had the little whoopsies. It tried to break out, rolled right back over. That's really never a good sign. We'll see if 3 months on the down. So the last 3 months have been rough. Here is technology. Technology closed this month slightly green. Would you look at that? It's the first one we've seen. Is this a cup and handle? And this is our little flag. I mean, that's always a possibility, right? It's not a true cup and handle, right? But it has the idea of the cup and handle. It's a basic look to it. But that's an interesting spot now. Technology closed green here on the month. That's very interesting. I still think we have this little trend line here to contend with, and this 172, 173 area. Here's consumer staples. Again, just basically in a range, but underneath the 50-month, that's never good. Real estate, same thing. Utilities under the E50-month, even though this one was green too, right? I don't think real estate was now. But utilities was green, little hammer, up 1%. So we got outperformance from utilities. There's healthcare moving down, and then we have discretionaries again moving down. So not much green this past month, and the last 3 months have been really rough. Utilities was green, and XLK was barely green, and that was interesting. All right, let's get into the mega caps now. I'm going to start with Microsoft. Again, this doesn't look bad on the monthly. As bad as it looks, it was actually up 7% on the month. You had 3 months down, and you had a nice little 1 month up. That's not bad. So that's something to consider, right? Microsoft on the monthly chart. Nice. There's Amazon. Again, it had tried to create this little kind of basey area. It did close up on the month of 4.7%. That wasn't terrible. And really the last 3 months, it's done actually okay. It's actually kind of even on the last 3 months, right? If you go to a line chart here, let me just go to a line, really, it's just gone sideways. So that's not bad either, Amazon. So Amazon, Microsoft's looking pretty good. Avongo was green also in the month. And look, out of the 2 out of 3, it's just kind of in this little range. Monthly charts have a way of kind of changing, the mood. With you zoom out and really see what's going on. Here's Visa. Again, doesn't look terrible. This was bad, right? Last month was nasty. Came back a little bit to make a little low. Hold on, low was 227.92. 220. No, so it didn't break this low right there. It was really just the inside bar. Not bad. Eli Lilly. You definitely see how now people are starting to sell this one a little bit, take some profits. Taiwan Semi never look good, hasn't looked good in a while. There's Nvidia. Again, is this some sort of toppy look to it? Maybe just has to come back and retest 340, right? There's some gaps in here from the earnings. Maybe just comes back and tests 340. That would be wrong. That'd be okay, actually. There's Apple. Yeah, man. Again, these don't look terrible. Top to bottom pullback was 15-16%. But if it can come back around next month, that doesn't look too bad. Here's your Walmart. Looking great, by the way. Nice little hammer right there. Walmart up 2%. Johnson & Johnson looks terrible. United Healthcare was up 6%. Good earnings too. And again, closed above this area. That's nice for the healthcare. Meta Platforms, big move higher and really just sideways movement. We've kind of said that now a few times last 3 months. We're just seeing this consolidation. That's a whoopsie. And that's a bad idea right there. They were like the breakout, going back to MasterCard, the breakout and then the failure immediately. Not good. JP Morgan, kind of just sideways chop. ExxonMobil, sideways chop. Berkshire Hathaway, there's your whoopsie breakout, turned lower. Tesla, brutal 20% month down, right on the 50-month moving average. Earnings coming up, not a good look. And we're looking at Google here. Again, it's got to hold this general 121, 122 area. I was down 5% for the month. Not looking great. So I was actually pleasantly surprised with some of the by the way, I have this sorted. There's a whole data panel here, but I have this sorted by the best up down volume. So really the best names should be at the top. But Microsoft looked really strong. Amazon looked pretty good, actually. And there's a few others in here as well. Apple looked pretty good, right? And if those three are holding up or doing well, chances are the market's doing well too. Even Meta looked good, right? These are gigantic companies. So yeah. So don't let things get you too bearish, right? Again, they could turn terrible, but they really haven't done, they haven't gotten too bad yet. So we'll see where it goes. Anyway, hope you like this type of video. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you'd like to get, whatever updates or whatever I post things. And hope you all are doing great. Thank you. Bye-bye.